Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's been making headlines for years, one that touches on everything from your daily scrolls to global geopolitics. Why does the United States government seem so determined to either ban TikTok or force its sale to an American company? It's a question that sparked intense debate, impacting millions of users and shaping the future of social media. We're talking about TikTok, the app that revolutionized short-form video and captured the attention of billions worldwide. But beneath the fun dances and viral trends lies a complex story of national security, data privacy, and international power struggles. Let's break it down, simply and clearly. To understand the current situation, we need to rewind a bit. TikTok is owned by ByteDance, a Chinese company. When it burst onto the scene, especially in the Western world, its innovative algorithm and engaging content quickly made it a dominant force. It outpaced established platforms and became a cultural phenomenon, particularly among younger demographics. But its origins in China immediately raised eyebrows in Washington. Why? Because of China's national security laws. These laws can compel Chinese companies to share data with the Chinese government if requested, and this is where the core of the concern lies. The primary reason the US government is so wary of TikTok is data security. Think about all the information TikTok collects on its users: your location, your browse habits, what videos you watch, what you type, even biometric data in some cases. If this data, belonging to millions of Americans, could potentially be accessed by the Chinese government, it presents a significant national security risk. US officials worry about several scenarios. Espionage. Could sensitive data about American citizens, including government employees or military personnel, be used for intelligence gathering? Influence operations. Could the Chinese government use TikTok's algorithm to push specific narratives, spread misinformation, or influence public opinion in the United States? This could be particularly potent during elections or times of political tension. Censorship. There are also fears that the Chinese government could pressure ByteDance to censor content that is critical of China, even for users outside of China. These aren't just abstract fears. They stem from the nature of China's political system and its past actions. This isn't a new fight. The push to address TikTok's ownership began years ago under different administrations. We've seen various attempts to either ban the app outright or force ByteDance to divest. Most recently, the US Congress passed legislation that essentially gives ByteDance a deadline: sell TikTok to a non-Chinese entity or face a ban in the US. ByteDance, understandably, has pushed back hard. They argue that they've invested heavily in safeguards to protect US user data, creating separate entities and storing data on US soil. They've even proposed extensive security reviews and independent oversight. Their main argument is that a ban would be a violation of free speech and would harm millions of small businesses and creators who rely on the platform. However, from the US government's perspective, these measures aren't enough. The fundamental issue remains the ultimate control by a Chinese parent company subject to Chinese law. So, what does the future hold? As of today, July 2025, the legal battles are ongoing. ByteDance is challenging the US law in court, arguing its unconstitutionality. The clock is ticking, and the pressure is immense. There are essentially two main possibilities. Forced sale. ByteDance could be compelled to sell TikTok's US operations to an American company. This would likely be a massive and complex transaction, potentially involving multiple bidders and strict government oversight to ensure true independence from China. Ban. If a sale doesn't happen or isn't deemed sufficient by US authorities, TikTok could indeed be banned from app stores and web hosting services in the United States. This would effectively make the app unusable for most Americans. The stakes are incredibly high, not just for TikTok and ByteDance, but for the broader landscape of technology, national security, and international power struggles. Ultimately, the story of TikTok in the US is a fascinating case study in the intersection of technology, data, and national sovereignty. It highlights the growing concerns governments have about foreign-owned social media platforms and the potential risks they pose. Whether TikTok ultimately changes hands or faces a ban, the outcome will undoubtedly set a significant precedent for how countries regulate global tech giants in an increasingly interconnected yet polarized world. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think the US is justified in its concerns, or is this an overreach? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of tech and beyond. See you next time.